Very honored to have you here. So let's start this chat. Recommended daily amount of caffeine.
So the studies are looking at that it's safe up to 400 milligrams, but for most individuals, we're saying no more than 200.
400 milligrams.
Yeah, so that would be like strong coffee,
okay,
maybe 4 to 5 cups a day. However, the 200 milligram mark is where we're kind of setting our limits for a healthy lifestyle.
To be clear, like 200 grams, what that would be? Would be like a spoon? 2 spoons?
Well, it depends on if we're talking about like straight coffee or espresso.
Okay.
So, generally, you might have anywhere from 50 to 100 milligrams per cup of coffee.
Okay.
So an 8-ounce cup. Right?
8-ounce cup.
Right.
Yeah, it's very to visualize it that way.
Of course, every brand or type of bean has a different concentration, but for the most part, you're looking at 50 to 100 milligrams per cup of coffee or espresso, ounce of espresso.
Because I remember first time I was here in Miami, I go like, the Cuban coffee is so strong. The Corralito, the other one, what's the name of the other one? The shot that the Cubans have, colada. The colada, oh my God, that's like, I don't know, like 1,000 grams of coffee in just one small cup. It's so strong.
Very, very concentrated.
Very concentrated. Okay, what body systems does caffeine affect?
So its primary effect is on the central nervous system. So that's why you get the stimulant effect. So there's a lot of information out there that in how caffeine affects performance in people who exercise.
Yes.
And there is some relationship with that stimulation of the central nervous system to performance. But I believe that most of the literature is supporting that it has more to do with the energy cycles and pushing the energy cycles and the perception of performance and that mental acuity. So like
something that you like, and then probably you think that it's good for you, and then you go for it.
You get a high, a stimulation from caffeine, so it makes you more confident, or you're perceiving the exercise as not as hard.
I love that. I have to drink coffee before workout. I like that. I like that.
Or some sort of caffeine.
Some sort of caffeine. Yes, that's what we're going to be talking about. What are some adverse health effects that are consistent with caffeine overdose?
Yeah, so the adverse effects can be different for everybody depending on their medical condition, any medications they're taking, or gender is even an issue as well.
Oh, really?
So for the most part, heart palpitations or hypertension is a big thing. Usually those things are transient, so if we consume caffeine acutely or like right now, and then we wait another week and take it again, we usually see those effects more pronounced. Those individuals who've taken caffeine for long periods of time, they usually acclimate to that level. So in order to get the same stimulation, they have to increase the dose. So that's where we have problems. So heart palpitations, definitely hypertension. It's mildly, it's a mild dehydrator, or sorry, my words are not right. But it can dehydrate you mildly, but again, over time, your body usually acclimates to that.
The caffeine from coffee is different from the caffeine from other drinks. Is it the coffee the drug and not the caffeine?
So we need to talk about when sources of caffeine from natural sources versus the sources that you get from like sodas and sports drinks and so forth. So caffeine, for the most part, from a plant is essentially the same chemically when it goes into the body. It's the other synergistic phytonutrients that are within that plant or that bean that complement it or do something else or help it regulate in the body. So, for example, I think we talked about how caffeine in tea has some teas have theanine in it. Right?
Yes.
And theanine acts to kind of buffer its metabolism, so it doesn't give you the spike of the high. It kind of gives you a rounded kind of up and then slow down.
That's why we drink coffee in the morning and tea in the afternoons, right?
Coffee, you got to get going.
Coffee, yeah,
tea
I
is
have
kind
to,
of like
man,
relaxing, but you can still get the kind of stimulation from caffeine.
I'll give you my own coffee version in the mornings because mine is like a bomb. I'll tell you later what I do in the mornings, and I mix it up with different stuff that I have. And then one day I do it one way, and another day I get creative in the mornings. Can you drink coffee? Let's talk about coffee and keto dieting.
Okay.
Because we last time we were here, we had a very nice chat about keto diet and intermittent fasting, and I've read a lot of articles about how you can be on ketosis and drink coffee in the morning.
Okay.
Well, what's your intake on that?
Well, so the keto diet,
Yes.
that's what they call it now.
Yeah, keto.
So ketogenic diet, it's been around for
Ever.
So this is not new. It's just markedly new.
Yeah.
Right? So we know that you don't have to be in ketosis to have it work. So to call something, I mean, the purpose is to lose weight. Or body fat.
Okay.
Because everybody wants to lose weight, but their really ultimate goal is to lose body fat. So the keto diet is, the objective is to lose body fat by depleting carbohydrate in the body, and somehow shifts to utilize fat as a fuel. Your question was related to how caffeine can affect that.
Yes.
So caffeine's mechanism is it helps pull fatty acids out of the fat cell. So it essentially makes fat accessible to the energy cycle. So that's what caffeine does. So if you're on a ketogenic or a keto diet in which that helps promote more energy metabolism from fat, then you're just accelerating the process. That's the theory.
Is that why when we drink coffee or tea, like we go a lot to the bathroom? Also,
It's a diuretic.
It's a diuretic as well.
Yeah.
Got it.
But that'll happen on a keto diet too. Because
Okay.
essentially, when you deplete your diet or your nutritional lifestyle and your body of carbohydrate, you have all this excess fluid because carbohydrate and water are attached to each other in the body. So you have that excess fluid gets urinated out or
Of
urinated
course.
out.
And what about our intermittent fasting?
Intermittent fasting, so most of the studies are done on animals, so we're not really sure if they are applicable to humans. But some of the data is promising. I will have to say, across the board, most of the diets that we see in the literature, when they compare like the keto versus a general high carbohydrate, moderate protein diet, calorie for calorie.
Calories for calories. If you're here the first time, I'm Laura Termini. I'm in Miami Health, hashtag Health Talks, and we're having our monthly conversation with Miami Health experts. I'm here with Jason today, and we're talking about caffeine, coffee alternatives, beverages or drinks with caffeine. Okay, let's talk about coffee, caffeine, and sports performance. Something that you know that I'm a blog that 60% of my readers are female, and I have like half the percentage men. Right. And they always are asking about sports performance because when you are 40 years old, that you get to that point and you're like, you have the belly fat, it's very difficult to lose weight, even for men. They start having, the little, thing here that not all of us like. Thank you so much. I also like fit men, so you're not the only one who wants your lady to be fit. So what can we do? What active people eat and drink affects their performance, yes or not?
Oh, absolutely. Caffeine in respects to performance, definitely it's supported in the literature. We know that caffeine can improve performance in athletes. Again, coming back to the weight loss and the fat loss, you mentioned how the essential abdominal fat and,
yes.
and stubborn areas. Those are different types of fat than what we have under our arms or on our back and so forth. The ones that most people want to get rid of take very, very long, hard work to get rid of because it's the
to burn.
Yeah, it's the survival fat. It's the fat that
do we have to survive when we have supermarkets
right.
everywhere?
You're on the desert island and you're starving.
We're
Your
Miami.
body has to preserve your body. So that's the.
So it will help you only just mentally and probably the performance, just
Yes.
to give you a boost.
Yeah, it does prolong performance in most sports. Generally, anything less than 20 minutes of exercise, it hasn't really been shown to do much.
But let me read you something. According to ESPN, because I'm about facts, many supreme athletes do share one thing with mortals, us. Their undying love for coffee.
Right, well.
Oh my God, of course.
Sure.
Makes you feel good.
Right, but so, coffee is different than utilizing a caffeine supplement as a performance enhancer. Because, again, coffee, caffeine from coffee or caffeine from tea, like we said, has a different peak and kind of up and down effect on the body. Whereas caffeinated supplements like sports beverages or pills, they have a very quick effect. And most athletes, at least the ones that I've worked with at the elite level, they're using...
Can you tell me some names?
No.
I want the information.
They are using it at advantageous points. So they're taking it at the time that they need to take it,
Yes.
not throughout their entire training regimen.
And then it's gone, because when you like train so hard,
Right.
it's like you burn all the calories and all the fat and everything, and even the caffeine, I guess.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, assume like an athlete is training for 8 weeks for some event. They're not going to use caffeine for 8 weeks. They're going to use it toward the latter part of their training period so that they get the most benefit out of it right before their routine.
We're talking about caffeine alternatives, and let's talk about the drinks that have caffeine, because I've learned tons of information about caffeine, and I try to mix and match. If I drink coffee, for example, at around 4 or 5 p.m., I cannot sleep. But sometimes, because on my family, we're Europeans, we drink coffee with milk like at 6 p.m. Like a dinner, something weird. It's cultural. It's weird. And I'm like, with my mom and my dad, again, don't drink coffee. You're not gonna be able to sleep. They sleep like babies.
Right.
Of course, they're older. Of course, I'm
They've
not
been doing
that
it for
old.
generations, right?
But no, I can't sleep. But then, if I need a boost in the afternoon, I've learned to drink some other drinks. So let's talk about the alternatives that we have.
Well, obviously sodas are a big thing.
I don't like that cellulite, fat. I don't like sodas. Okay, next.
So the sports drinks that are out there, and they're being consumed more and more each year. The adolescent population, especially, and going into over the age of 21, where they're mixing alcohol with stimulants.
You're talking about sports drink, but what about things like what's the name of the blue thing, the Red Bull? I hate that.
Bull. Yeah, I mean, so again, these are chemically created caffeine in the lab that's added with other substances. It's not natural.
It's not natural.
It's not natural. And it's so readily available. People depend on it, because they get the quick high and the quick low.
Exactly.
So
I guess I don't like the low. That's what I don't like.
That's why you go back to it.
I don't like that. No. Let's talk about the natural way to have caffeine then.
Well, I mean, obviously, apart from coffee, there's quite a few teas out there.
Black tea?
Black tea, yeah. So your stronger teas are like your green tea. They have a higher content. It depends on how you steep it and how long you steep it. The amount of caffeine you'll
I
get from it.
had a matcha before coming here,
Right.
because I was feeling like I've been traveling,
Right.
so I don't have a jet lag, but I'm tired.
Right.
And I got the almond milk with 2 spoons of matcha,
Right.
and it gives me like I'm in a good mood, but
Right.
I don't feel like like I have palpitations or anything.
Yeah, and a lot of that is the how they process the leaf.
Yes.
They all come from the same species of the green tea is.
Okay.
It's just how they make that leaf or process this leaf. And matcha is pulverized into a very, very fine powder.
Yes.
It's like equivalent to like coffee grounds versus espresso.
Got it. I never thought about that. What else?
Kombucha.
I love kombucha. You don't like it?
No, I don't know a lot about kombucha, but I see a lot of people eating it or drinking it as an alternative to coffee. So
I never thought about like kombucha. I try it. The first time I tried kombucha, I didn't like the taste of it. It was too like I don't know, it was like vinegar.
Right.
But then I started to, experimenting with local kombucha in Miami producers, and then I started to, drink it with ginger or mix it up with everything else. Like ginger is amazing for the stomach and everything. And then it really gives me like this boost, but I like it, and I know it's weird. I like it around 5 or 6 p.m. And then one night I was like feeling bad in my stomach. And then I realized that I was drinking kombucha too late, and it's not good for the stomach because it's too strong. So I don't know if that can help you. So let's talk about, okay, what else? Give me another drinks that we can have that has caffeine. We talked about kombucha, green tea, coffee, of course, black tea.
Yeah, so black tea is just fermented for a longer period of time. And again, a lot of those, leaves from the green tea species.
Okay.
It's how they're, whether they're shaped, dried or sun dried, and the length of time they've been dried, and how they're pulverized or ground up and so forth. But generally, they have a very similar content of caffeine. No, I don't think anywhere near what coffee would provide. But again, a lot of those phytonutrients that are within theanine, which is an amino acid that's within the leaf, help kind of extend that caffeinated.
Because amino acids are for it's like an anti-aging.
Yeah, well,
right?
they all have different things, but theanine is a little different than that. We're still learning a lot about that. So, but
it is a THCO.
Yeah, THCA.
Yes.
NINE.
I'm gonna find.
It's not an essential amino acid, so you don't need it to live, but it works, like I said, synergistically with caffeine in the plant to kind of buffer its stimulation and kind of prolong its feeling. So.
Jason, who comes here if somebody wants to just call you and say, well, I don't know, I want to start drinking coffee, I don't know what to eat, I don't know what to drink, they can come with you here?
Yeah, so
how does it work?
has, I want to say, over 15 registered dietitians here.
Yes.
And we are not only just in Miami, but we are in Broward and Palm Beach County as well. So we service all the Sylvester and the main hospital centers. And essentially anybody can call and make appointments with the...
Is this a phone number that I have, the one that I can give? Because maybe this is your cell phone and I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to share with you guys later one amazing article that the U Miami Health website has about caffeine alternatives. I was reading it this morning and it's very interesting. It probably recap everything that we've talked here, but we're fun. So it's better to watch this video, but you also can visit that later once we post here. Any final remarks, Jason, about nutritious and caffeine alternatives?
No, I mean, just the only thing I can say is don't rely on caffeine as your
only
your source of energy and your push to work hard and exercising. That comes from down deep here too, because it's about the will.
Absolutely. That we have to we have to push ourselves to have a healthy body.
The only way you can do it is hard work.
Oh, I forgot. Any favorite things that you mix with coffee? Like in the morning, we're gonna have a breakfast, something that really like that you like.
I like almond milk, and I like to put a little stevia in it.
What stevia do you buy? Let me see. Let me try it.
Stevia in the raw.
But the white one?
Trivia.
Oh, that's what they use.
I don't use Trivia. I try to use things that are as the least processed as possible.
Okay, I'm going to tell you what my advice as a natural girl. You can buy the one that is very green. It's from Germany.
Yeah.
That's the one that I always buy in Amazon. I used to buy it in Germany,
Does
but
that one have monk fruit?
No, not the monk fruit. But the monk fruit, I like it too. But I like it sometimes. I like sweeteners.
But that you can get in Starbucks.
I know now. But I like the ones that you can, you don't have the aftertaste. Sometimes it's stevia.
Yeah.
What about coconut sugar with the coffee? I like it too.
Sure. I've never tried it.
Oh, I was going to tell you my mix, my magical mix. So you can start doing it tomorrow, or maybe give it to your patients.
Appropriate for my family?
Yes, it is. You have the coffee and you have the coconut milk, and also 1 spoon of butter, also. 1 spoon of coconut oil, and 3 combinations of different mushrooms, like shiitake mushrooms, and two other mushrooms that I cannot pronounce.
Is this a cold beverage?
No, hot. That's my morning coffee bottle.
Wow.
And that's my coffee. Like I do my own thing, and then it's kind of thick sometimes, and it looks like at least I think it looks like chocolate, like cocoa, because it's too dark. But it's amazing in the morning. So
sounds good.
Sounds good. So thank you so much for watching. Remember that you can share this, and we're gonna be sharing this link on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everywhere. And later I'll share the Miami link, the Miami Health link. So thank you so much, Ursa, for being here. I know that I took half hour of your time, but I really appreciate it. So I know where to come when it comes to coffee, nutrition, and everything else. Thank you so much.